Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Gripper back here with another video for you guys today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Fanatics making huge changes to the sports card industry, and they kind of did it under the radar, and I don't think too many people talked about this. So sit back. This should be an interesting video. I don't know what this means for the sports card industry moving forward. If this news and plan goes forward, a lot of people are going to be out of the hobby. We're going to talk about all this news, but I want to make a huge announcement real quick. Today, probably after this video goes live. I don't know what time. My grandpa didn't give me an exact time, but we are going to be doing a huge break of just random retail 2022 stuff that he's bought over the course of from when Series 1 came out to all the way to now. So he pretty much bought one or two of each product. The box he has full of stuff is like, I kid you not, probably like 10 pounds. So we're going to be just chilling out on a Sunday afternoon, opening cards on a live stream, and it should be fun. It's definitely going to be after this video. I won't do the live stream until after this video goes live, maybe around 2 o'clock. So if you're watching this before 2 o'clock, check back at 2 or later. Keep the noties on. I don't know when I'll be live. We have some stuff to do first before we can go live, but just keep the noties on and you'll get a notification once I go live, and hopefully you guys enjoy the live stream. It's going to be a fun time. Really don't want to watch football tomorrow. Playoff baseball, I will always watch playoff baseball over regular season football any day. Like the playoffs this year have been incredible so far. The Phillies, who would have thought the Phillies could beat the Cardinals and the Braves? If you're a Braves fan out there, man, I don't know what to tell you. The Braves didn't look like they wanted to play that series, but if you're rooting for the Phillies, you're going to want the Padres to win that series. I believe if the Phillies are going to try to make the World Series, they're going to have to beat the Padres. I think the Dodgers are too good. Right now, the Dodgers are winning 2-0. That could change before tomorrow, I guess. Could be a Game 5, or the Padres might very well win the divisional series against the Dodgers. I say Brewers. But if you're a Phillies fan, you're gonna want the Padres to win. But honestly, I can't see anybody beating the Astros. The Astros look pretty good, and especially with how the Guardians are handling New York right now, I think the Astros are going all the way. I hate to say that. I'm not an Astros fan. I never was. If you guys don't remember, the Astros were in the National League Central for quite some time. Never was a fan of them. We always owned them. They've always were 100 loss plus team every year in the NL Central, but it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. Baseball's baseball. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of those people who cheated on that 2017 team aren't there no more. A couple of them are, like, Altuve and Bregman, but most of them have moved on to other teams and things like that. And like people like Jeremy Pena, like, how could you not like Jeremy Pena? When his stuff comes out and update, and he has a couple rookie cards already, but stock up because he's going to be one that people are going to want to collect. And Stephen Kwan, those two right there, along with Julio, are going to be the top three, I think, of the update set. We could be wrong, but we'll see. But with that, all that jibber jabber out of the way, let's talk about some news that kind of flew underneath the radar for quite some time, and I didn't even know about this. I'm going to refer to an article that came out in August. I should have made a video about this in August, but I didn't. I like I said, I had no idea this was happening. No one made a video about this or nothing, so this is all new to me. And this will change the hobby in a way which I think people will leave after they hear this news. Now, I don't know if this news actually took place yet. From what I can tell, it didn't. But there's an article that came out, I think it was August 5th. And it talks about Fanatics cutting ties with distribution companies with products. So if you guys aren't aware, you probably should know this by now, but Fanatics bought the licensing to Major League Baseball trading cards. In essence, they also bought Topps, and basically they're making the decisions as the head honcho now, per se. And one of the decisions in that thing, they're going to cut off ties with distribution companies with trading cards. And what they're doing is they're allocating that stuff towards hobby stores and breakers and things like that. So maybe if I'm piecing all the puzzle pieces together here, if you guys remember, the Anderson company who stocked Walmart left in about June. Could this be why they switched distribution companies at Walmart? It could very well be. You know, with the hobby as big as it is right now, you know, it makes sense in a way that they cut distribution centers off and give the product to local card stores. I don't agree with the breakers. I genuinely, you know, a lot of those people do very weird, scummy things. I don't want to go too much in depth on it because, you know, I don't have concrete evidence. So I don't want to go out there and say, oh, this person does that, this person does that, or whatever. But you can watch some videos on YouTube and you could see some of the good videos people make explaining what some of these guys do. There's a lot of good videos. There's one channel that pops up in my head who made a bunch of videos about certain breakers. I forget the name, but all you have to do is look up just exposing breakers or, you know, things like that, and it will, I assume, pop up in the search tab pretty, like, within the first 10 probably. But, you know, if I was Fanatics, I don't think sports card breaking is the future. See, the thing with this is, right, and I don't agree with this, it's the fact that I think that these guys, the head people at Fanatics, believe that sports card breaking is the future of the hobby, which I don't agree with. I didn't really know about sports card breaking until 2020. 2020, in the height of the whole event, is when it really started to, you know, gain traction as a whole. You know, I didn't, you know, never participate in a break. I did one ever break on this channel. Like, watch the live stream. It was Series 1 this year. And I'm going to tell you right now, the amount of work that goes into that is just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I made like $50. I literally just bought myself, well, half a hobby box in a sense, because that's what I put the money towards. You know, the amount of work that goes into that, like writing all the addresses out, shipping the packages, it's a lot of work. Then you gotta find the shipping code to send to the people. It's a lot of work. You know, I don't know why sports card breakers, you know, I don't get why they like doing that. I did it for one break and I said to myself, never again, because it was just too much work. Too much work. I just didn't like it. And, you know, I think the hobby for the future, you know, a lot of people with this news, and if you guys remember, there was news, I believe it was around the same time this article published. It was that there's this new program that's going to be implemented. I don't know if it's implemented yet, but it's going to be pretty soon, I imagine now. It's where there's like this list of people you have to be on this list, and it's like this Topps verified seller thing. Basically, is you could buy directly through them, and the list, I guess, is very small, but the waiting list to get into the club, I guess, if you want to call it that, is like, I guess, thousands upon thousands of probably a lot of sports card breakers long, which honestly, if I'm Topps and Fanatics, I'm putting the people that are in the club, in this exclusive club per se, I'm putting the local card store owners in this. You know, I love to see a local card store thrive, although some of them, you know, overprice things. I'm lucky and fortunate enough to where the one closest to me, so I have two, I can go one direction or I can go the other. Like, let's say, like, I can go left and go to one, I can go right and go to the other card store. They're in complete opposite directions, but they're pretty similar. They're like, one's 20 miles and one's like 18 miles, but the one that is I think the 20-mile one is the cheapest sports card store I've ever been in. Like, when 2022 Series 1 came out, if I recall correctly, it was being resold online for about 130-ish a box when it released. And on release day, when I went in February, I got mine for $95 a piece. You know, I'm very fortunate that, my local card store is very generous with the pricing. He don't try to pull the wool over your eyes or put the give the one up on you. But I'm fortunate, and I hope some people out there have situations like me. But I know some of you guys may not even have a card store near you at all. I'm fortunate to have two. Actually, there's three in my area, but the one is like an hour or so away, and I typically don't go to that one. It's just completely out of the way. But a lot of you guys don't have card stores in the area. You just rely on Target and Walmart, which, by the way, I went to a Target today and a Walmart. Awful. Absolutely awful. The Target, I'm convinced I go there about every 2 weeks. Nothing changes. Like, literally nothing changes. It's all just soccer, which is very disappointing because, Topps Update's coming out in 2 weeks, and you'll probably see it on shelves at Walmart and Target probably within, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks, probably the second week in November, probably. So keep an eye out for that. But, it's very weird because I've had like terrible luck with finding sports cards at Target for like at least a year now. I can't even tell you the last time I saw a real fresh, good restock at Target. It's at least been since last December or November. I'm being serious as it gets. Last November or December is when I saw a restock. I have not seen any new product at a Target in forever. I don't know if it's just my area, but every single Target I go to, it's not even just the one I went to today. It's like all of them in my area have not had anything new in forever. I don't know what's going on. I hope they can get it under control here before update comes out. I doubt it, but I haven't seen Topps Fire. I've been trying to find Topps Fire for the longest time. I mean, I know I can just buy it on Target's website, but it's like the thrill of the hunt. You wanna find it in person. You get that, that excitement, But yeah, I haven't seen any Fire. I'm probably just gonna buy some Topps Fire on probably just Target.com and have it shipped to my house. It's probably the best way to go about it. But getting back to the topic, I kind of went off the script there. But, getting back to it to wrap up this video, with this news of Fanatics cutting distribution off to certain people, it could be a good thing. There's got to be a reason why they're doing this. Got to be. Will we know the real reason? According to the article, I didn't see a reason. They just said there's cutting distribution off with certain companies. But, with this new program Topps is doing, and it's been implemented now for a couple months, I would put all of the people in the exclusive club with the local card store owners. That's how I look at it. Sports card, breakers, I've never understood the hype around that. Sure, you get to see people open your cards, but like, there's a lot of stuff that people do that just, like, why? I would never, I would never buy into a break. I never did, never will. I like to buy my own stuff. I like to open my own cards, and so, I could just see them for myself rather than watch a YouTube video about it. So enough out with that. We're going to open this Pro Debut. We're going back to the Pro Debut. We still have 4 autographs to get in this box. We haven't pulled an autograph yet. So let's see what we get. We get Michael McGreevy. That's a name that should be familiar with you guys. Josh Jung, another familiar name. We got Maddox. I don't know who he is. West, I have no idea who you are. Move on. Okay. A lot of guys should remember him. We got, Benny Montgomery. Another name that sounds familiar. And no autograph. There's Marcelo Mayer, who the Pirates should have honestly drafted because he's been the best out of anyone in the top 10 in the 2021 draft. So, guys, with that being said, let me know what you think about Fanatics making some changes to the sports card industry. Are you a fan of it? Are you not? Is it going to affect us? Probably not. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the live stream. Make sure to check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.